You are trying out your salsa steps on a crowded dance floor. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Suddenly, your partner falls toward you and stomps on your foot. Ow! Why did you do that? When you've hobbled up to the balcony for a drink, you look out on what a mosh pit it is down there. You spot the very large and very happy old guys from the football team going through their retro disco moves. You can see the chaos that creates as dancers take evasive action, and then how those effects ripple through the crowd. Maybe your partner was pushed, like she said. There's more going on than was visible when you were dancing. This is our third habit of mind, seeing systems, looking to see how things interact and getting more distance on the system, which could be a tricky issue or your organisation or team or even ourselves. People know that one thing leads to another, but we want to have a simple story for things. We want someone or something we can blame or praise. We build our organisations and live in a world where we often assume that we can predict what will happen, make plans and control what is done. Our strategies, our business plans, our budgets, our accountability processes are all built on these assumptions. Often it is not that simple. Often there are so many things and so many people interacting in different ways that we cannot possibly predict how things will turn out. Systems are not predictable, but they do have patterns. If salsa music is being played, there's likely to be a Latin pattern being danced. But there might be other patterns too. There might be a team of drunk old disco dudes disrupting the system. Systems are non-linear. That means there's not a simple relationship between cause and effect, such as if you do X, then you can be confident that Y will happen. A spilled drink, for example, on the edge of the dance floor might lead to a fight, and that might grow into a riot. Or it might just be a puddle of tequila. Small things can have major consequences, or not. And equally, major efforts might end up having little effect. We see that in organisations when restructurings and mergers and culture change programs can sometimes lead to little changing in reality. So next time you find yourself searching for the simple solution to a complex challenge, you might notice how your eye is probably drawn to a simple cause and effect story. Step back and ask some different questions. What are the forces at play here? What are the patterns of interaction in this issue? Are there different and perhaps conflicting patterns in the room or the system? There is almost always more than one thing going on. Also, look at what is happening at different scales. At one level, there's me and my partner and different ways we might dance together in a crowd. Then there's the pattern of all the dancers on the floor and what happens when different music is played. A third level is the whole nightclub and its policies about drugs and alcohol and who gets admitted. At each of these levels, there are different patterns and different systems, and they affect one another. Then look for little changes that can happen around the edges. Try small things out and see what happens. Ron Heifetz has pointed out that leaders need to be on the dance floor and on the balcony at the same time. And there is a third need. Leaders need to also be working out how to change the dance and experimenting with new steps. These might even become the next craze. Seeing systems is an essential habit for leaders wanting to create new steps, new dances, and help make bigger changes happen.